With just the white keys, we can play a C major scale and an A minor scale. Of course, to play in any other key, we'll have to use the black keys as well. But how do we know which keys to use in which scale? Thanks to our new knowledge about intervals, we can take a look at the structure of major and minor scales. The major scale contains 3 perfect intervals, 4th, 5th, and the octave, as well as 4 major intervals, the 2nd, 3rd, 6th, and 7th. Now let's compare that to our minor scale. The perfect intervals remain the same. We have a perfect 4th from A to D, a perfect 5th from A to E, and of course an octave from A to A. The second note of our scale also remains the same. There are 2 semitones between A and B, a major second. However, the third note of the scale is lower than the one in our major scale. There's only a minor third between A and C. The same is true for the 6th and 7th. Both of them are minor intervals. So that's the whole difference between major and minor keys. In the minor scale, the 3rd, 6th, and 7th note are each a semitone lower compared to the major scale. This means that if we want to turn our C major scale into a C minor scale, all we have to do is lower these 3 notes by a semitone. So a C minor scale looks like this. Likewise, we can transform our A minor scale into major by raising these 3 notes. I want to show you one more way to think about this, and it's connected to the layout of the keys on the piano. We learned that there's always a semitone between neighboring keys. This means that although the white keys are identical in size, there are actually 2 different intervals between them, since there's no black key between E and F and between B and C. Those notes are only a semitone apart, while we have 2 semitones, a whole tone, between all the other white keys. So when we play a scale using just the white keys, each octave consists of 5 whole tones and 2 semitones. This is true for both our major and our minor scale. The only difference between them is the position of the 2 semitones. In our major scale, we have semitones between the notes 3 and 4 and 7 and 8. In our minor scale, the semitones are between 2 and 3 and 5 and 6. The great thing is, you don't have to memorize any of this, because as soon as you're sitting at the piano, you have this structure right in front of you. All you need to remember is that when you play a scale using the white keys, the major scale begins on C and the minor scale begins on A. So with this formula, we can now create any major or minor scale. Just to give an example, let's build a D major scale. The first step is a whole tone, which takes us from D to E. Now we need another whole tone. Since E and F are only a semitone apart, our third note has to be F sharp. The next step in our scale is a semitone. So we move from F sharp to G. The following 3 steps are whole tones. So we go from G to A, from A to B, and from B to C sharp. That leaves us with the final step of our scale, a semitone between C sharp and D.